Okay, we are back. Alright.
Welcome back.
Yep, welcome back. Alright, so we're in Tumrace. We finally found Eklund, the wizard, in West Aloria, where he born and raised us to be a level 2 wizard.
And now we're going to abuse the fact that we're wizards.
Yeah, so we are going to get the hell out of here because this place is a shithole.
Yep. Start walking and prepare. Udbar.
Okay, Udbar.
Prepare for Udbar speed. Udbar speed. Activate. C for cast. You still gotta fit the demand. You can't just teleport away from all.
Lame.
Just Udbar speed activate.
Forgot to look for loot. Don't care.
Don't even. You gotta
Whoops.
go southeast.
Yes, we do.
Udbar speed activate. Giant
That's so fun. So we can just like cheat our way away from everything now.
Yeah, we still have to like fight these little battles, but that's nothing in comparison to the Gobulins on the road.
No, not problem at all. Yeah, the goblins are annoying.
So now we just need to like
Sweet.
jack up our fatigue now, because it actually has a use all of a sudden. We go east. Whoops. See. Peace.
Not today.
Bazap him! Bazap him!
Oh yeah. Okay. Prepare. Bazap is E.
And then C. Anytime you fight more than 3 things, you just gotta bazap them to death. It's so impractical, but it's so
It takes
good.
so long to do the animation of this spell. It's like,
Get a gem.
yeah. All right. Worth it.
Okay. Yeah, just
Going right back to
yeah,
Samaria.
just go into Samaria. Prepare for Udbar speed.
Peace out. Welcome to Perrymon. Wow, this is going to make things go so much quicker.
Can we just like Udbar through the pass?
Udbar ogres? Do we want to heal first?
Yeah, it drains a lot of fatigue. I think
Alright.
we should just use the healer houses whenever we can. And then we also have to go
Sell some stuff.
all of the tobacco.
All of it. Because we're like almost out of cash. We bought a lot of crap.
We bought 6,000 gold worth of tobacco.
Literally a lot of random crap was purchased today.
Like 20 boots to enable Udbar speed that we never need boots again.
I'm going to use all these turbans.
And Yurkins. There we go.
Excellent. First house?
Yep.
Sell some tobacco.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Unless we should keep some tobacco. Maybe that's what the pipe-smoking hobbit wanted.
Okay, keep 10. But sell the rest.
Yeah. 8 minutes.
Go cast it with me.
Shit. We wasted a whole bunch of gold.
We just gave away a whole bunch of tobacco.
That's fine. We might be giving more away to a hobbit. Let's get the hell out of here.
No,
Oh,
bypassers.
Yeah. Cancel that action.
Oh no, I've got to slowly saunter away.
Then slowly saunter back.
To remind you that Udbar does not work in this situation. You have to start, like, experting things, too.
Exactly.
Gives insight to enemy strength, endurance, and combat skills.
Waste of time.
Basically tells us its stats.
Waste of time.
Old man. He's a shapeshifter.
Stab him.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it just gave you, like, talk, ignore, attack,
A preemptive strike on the
preemptive
shapeshifter.
strike?
If you pick the wrong thing, you just get, like, a rest.
I'm gonna ignore him. I'm just looking for a dwarf.
Like old man ramblings.
Yeah, it could be a shapeshifter.
That's true. Oh, that guy's dwarf. Or shapeshifter. Better ignore him.
Logic. Could be a shapeshifter.
Oh, it is a shapeshifter! Yeah.
Not anymore.
That dies instantly.
Alright.
Oh, what's up, smelly poop Albert? Could be a shapeshifter.
Him, Sherry.
Jimbo, go out to my buddy Jimbo!
Jimbo's guns. I like when he walks in front of the tree.
There's no reason for him to like drop down, really.
Let's talk to the old man. Get some rambling going. You gotta stop hitting me if you want to witch out.
Yeah, well, looks like you
We're
could
done
use
with
a
that.
witch
We're
trial.
done with that part of the game. We don't need to do that ever again.
Yeah, that's like a whole mechanic gone.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about putting powder. None of that. We're gonna need this dwarf to show up sometime this year, though.
Kind of obnoxious after you know the way that you have to wait.
The worst waiting is for the people to walk all the way across the screen.
I know. It's like 30 seconds.
And then
of
you find out
animation
the
for
dwarf
2
is a
seconds.
shapeshifter, and you're like, well,
And the old man just won't leave you alone.
I like him so much.
This is very anti-fun. I guess I had to incorporate the grind after getting good bar somehow.
Yeah.
Getting that promised hours of gameplay.
30 to 40, man.
Does that include the use of Udabar?
I don't know, but statistically speaking, if we're going to spend 30 hours playing this game, that's like 10 sessions.
Yeah, let's go to Samaria. Go through the pass and Udbar it. No, you're gonna have to stab the trolls.
And then the random shit in the air.
Yeah. But you can just
Which is
that.
Wait, don't we have a better spell than Julie?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. We just hit him once, right?
I think so, yeah. No, use Rektar instead. Rektar.
Rektar is B?
Yeah. Because remember, these guys like resurrect themselves a couple times. Right.
I don't know.
We got 4 confirmed kills. 5 confirmed kills. 6 confirmed. 7. 8.
Draining a lot of fatigue, though.
Yeah. We got 2,366 arrows.
I could arrow them, but I feel like this is actually working better than the arrows. Screw it, I'm arrowing them.
It's like 1 in 30 arrows hit. We go through the pass.
Oh, I was just shooting arrows in my back. Ah, Hobbiton.
Okay.
He's still being an ass, so we have to give him a real book every time. Oh, that's gonna suck.
Wow.
Wait, what?
We can't offer him?
Oh, yeah. He's in his work and says, well, hopefully the guy wants. I mean, what do we need to do in Hobtown?
I don't know. Talk to Sam?
Well, he talked to us, and then, like,
He was a total dick.
we know where the place is. We don't need that guy anymore, right? Yeah, he's just relaxing, blah, blah, blah. Just farewell, and then no chance to offer anything. Alright, let's head northeast out of here.
Yeah. Right there, just do it.
Get back to being a cartographer, because apparently no one's done this shit before.
Yep, let's do it.
Alright, northeast. Let's go. Oh, wait. I have magic for this.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Screw this. Village of Safinas.
Good to know.
Safinas. That looks like a healer house. What do you think?
If that's a healer house, I'm quite happy. That's within Udbar distance. First house.
Dark wizards. Well, if that is a healer house, there's no dark wizards.
Yeah.
Probably a witch.
This is a healer house. 120. Whoa. Ooh.
I'm not gonna pay because we just healed.
Yeah, but used a lot.
We still have over 4,000 HP. Yeah, we're fine. Totally fine. No concerns whatsoever. Second house, door number 2, on the left, on the right. Probably the one on the right. One that's the same color as me. We got ripped off on our tea.
Where did we buy that tea? Yeah, I'll buy the flute. I'd like 3. Yeah. We got jacked on T.
So it's cost a lot of money.
Yeah, but now we can.
Oh, we still have 10 T, but I want to just like hold on to like some of everything,
just in
like,
case. Yeah.
I feel like might need things. I was talking to bypassers.
What's this dwarf now?
What's his name? That seems important.
Always
Always with the names. No,
he got some white space over there.
Alright. Aries the dwarf says.
So we have to get this amulet off what's her
You
face.
should carry the amulet. Okay.
Okay, the amulet's from Zara.
Want to write this down?
Let's see. What's that guy's name?
This guy? A-R-H. I-Y-S.
Up to him.
Okay. Let me just back up.
And he's dwarf.
Yeah.
That's the little one piece of.
There's another dwarf. Make the same one.
Probably still good.
Yes, a few times.
He's just doing laps.
Yeah. Working on his legs.
He's making up for the fact that his torso is 3 times the size of
Yeah,
the rest
yeah.
of his body.
Well, he skipped leg day for so long. He's finally decided he wants to.
Enjoy the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Jacked legs.
There's a kid. Oh, he doesn't talk to strangers.
That's not a kid. Dirty apple.
Oh, yeah, there's a cat.
Damn
Kids have
names.
smaller heads. Cano.
Okay.
We are safe while the candle burns. Cryptic, eerie, and slightly disturbing.
Okay. Candle equals safe. Thank you. You random disturbed holiday thing.
And that's a kid.
Oh, talk to strangers.
Billy the kid.
So I like spamming the U button.
Use
Maybe
cocaine
O?
with kid.
Maybe O?
Use tobacco with kid. I have the opportunity to use something. Man. We don't have any toys that we sold them.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Offer? Can you offer something here?
Yeah. Let's give him some tobacco.
It's a shot!
Give the kid some weed! No problem. This couldn't go wrong at all.
It still becomes a shapeshifter.
Oh,
Can you offer him something?
Offer him some weed?
Yeah. Not now.
So we should be carrying toys to give to all these kids.
Yeah. So,
Shit.
do we go back and get toys?
The toys are right across the mountain, right?
Yeah.
We should probably do
We're
that.
just gonna go through that cave. I'm just firing arrows into the air, hoping. It's a shapeshifter.
Not anymore. Alright, do we want to leave?
Yeah, I think we need to go get toys now.
They were only like 7 gold. We'll pick up like
99.
99. No, I'm gonna get like 1. We don't need that. We just need enough to give to like kids.
Little like 7 kids that we've seen all game. Who just are all assholes.
Maybe go get in our van or something. Do you want to mark this down on the map?
That's yeah. I suppose I should do that. Really? Somewhere
Okay.
over here. And that goes that way. That way.
So we're gonna go back and get toys.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the best spell in the game. Let's just walk away.
Goodbye then. Oh, so he talks to me when I leave. Like he just won't talk to me, but then if I go to leave, he's like, I keep starting to walk. What the downside is you don't get mushrooms when you do that. But you don't encounter enemies.
Yeah, so we could just like
No, we need to go through the path.
Udbar our way up to that mushroom field and then walk across the mushroom field. This sucks. The fact that they come back from the dead multiple times. Utterly ridiculous.
Totally, completely, entirely, perfectly ridiculous. Excellent. Wave 2. Mashing the A button as fast as humanly possible. because I know no other strategy for defeating these things.
Basically, yeah. Darhans.
I don't know what a Darhan is, but they're shooting at me. So that's something else.
You seem to be hitting them.
I guess. I don't know. I can't see anything.
I just occasionally see stuff falling at me.
No trolls on the way back, though. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
just arm and things.
Yeah. Alright.
Is it first house or second house?
First house is the shop, but we'll heal up over here. Because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's like 30 gold versus 120. Yes.
Alright. Which number 2?
I feel like progression's going to go significantly faster. Keep in mind that we should have had this teleport spell in Begonia.
Yeah.
When we first got moving powers.
Yeah, but we didn't know that you had to pay the beggars a bunch of money to...
Yeah, we just thought they were assholes who stalked us and robbed us all the time.
Exactly. Oh, I need to talk to bypassers. Oh, dear.
Oh, for the kid? Yeah.
No, well, not for the kids. But
Oh, for the dwarf?
Is there a kid here? Yeah, I think there is.
Probably. No, because it's Old Man Hobbit and...
Is it? Are you sure? Because I thought we encountered one that was like 4. I'm pretty sure, like,
Okay,
it's not always 3.
Go to see what happens first. A little bit. Let's offer him some pretty powder.
Can't offer me anything. It only allowed me to open the menu on the kid, so... Specifically, give kids things to get in your bag. Yep, try and get this guy tobacco. If the dwarf pops up, I'm just going to let him out.
Yeah.
Because you're right, I don't know if there is a kid here or not. It's like a bad place for raising a family.
What with the whole like coffee garden in the middle?
Yeah, it has a slightly ominous look to it.
Love the ogres.
They're fantastic.
Can I just fight like 100 of those instead?
I would fight 100 of those.
It's literally just 100.
The zap all of them to death. I'll take on 100 at once. The zap.
It'd only be like 45 to zap casts. It'd still be faster than firing arrows.
The 3 waves of this crap. Burn like 300 arrows every time I cross the mountain. It's completely ridiculous. Totally silly. I mean, like, I don't know if it's just like a graphical glitch going on here, or like,
Or if it was just
or
arrows
like
were
if
designed last minute.
yeah, because like they just like don't like show up properly and stuff. So we're ignoring this, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. And we're heading back to that village.
Yep.
We're gonna bribe that kid with some drugs. Kids love drugs.
I love the instant travel. Woo! Done.
It's fantastic, isn't it? It's like being a wizard or something. Except like not like shitty Harry Potter wizard travel where you have to do like jump into fireplaces
Or
or
it's
shit.
like Gandalf, just like not even Gandalf.
Gandalf can't even teleport. Like this is like hacks.
This is a wizard hacks. I was gonna say Radagast is like at least he's got his little bunny sled thing.
Should we talk to this guy? Do we talk to him?
I don't think we talked to the old guy.
An old man says, I trust you shall overcome. What will I see that day? No, you're probably dead, man.
In all honesty, I have no idea what you just said.
He was stoned. We ignore him.
Oh, there's a kid.
Instead, we give this guy
Boys.
tobacco turned into a shapeshift. So you give a kid tobacco and he turns into a shapeshift. Fantastic. Offer.
Sure.
Do you know the pass from Shimmer?
There's a pass and shimmer. Oh, do we have to jump through some hoops where the kids know what happened to the Zilfins because they like childhood innocence and can see them still, kind of thing?
I don't know.
Because I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind if that's the case.
Could be some serious.
Because that's like
bullshit.
Bridge to Terabithia thing meets some freaking Lord of the Rings, Giant Eagles, Jizzy Techno Rave Party. What is the genre of this game even?
Well, it's a role playing game. Clearly,
It's a CRPG, I do believe.
it's CRPG. Yeah, it's a computer role playing.
Computer, specifically. You can tell from all the wonderful graphics.
I think it's just an old man and a kid here. So I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, that's seems about right to me.
So I've gotten this guy like 5 times in a row now. Had enough of this. You can go right on with your business. So.
I wouldn't even go for a walk if you weren't in town anyways. He wouldn't, would he? He'd just like sit there and wait for the day that the Hyrule would free him from his monotonous task of staring at a wall. That's why everyone loves you. It's because you are looking to be animated for a brief period of time. I'd say southeast. It looks like a dead end.
Great, love dead ends. Yep. He's starting to walk, and then like, what are you doing?
Zorlum territory.
Zorlum
Keep your
territory.
shield ready. Hit P. And then you want...
Is there a stronger shield?
Ilk B. Okay. You take 2 hits. There you go. Sweet. So wizard powers are kind of OP at the end.
That's totally a dead end. That does absolutely no purpose.
It builds the whole lore of there was a town there that got wrecked by those guys. Yeah. Udvar got...
I don't know. Something about that mechanic just makes the game so unfair. I feel like I'm cheating or something.
Hours of development into Lemong's dialogue that some developer put into the game is now gone.
No. No one will ever hear them say SSI forever again.
That one poor monk, Carl. God, no one wants to listen to me anymore.
We already found like 3 words. I mean, do we really need to like listen to monks again?
Northwest. Okay.
These things hit more than the other ones, but like they're still moves.
Yeah,
like, they die
really quickly.
How much is that? I think we know where
Northeast goes.
and the other one might go to our, but should we take that one?
Yep. Go west. Under.
Alright.
You can always go back.
We just arrived at South Mex and yeah, we were here before, right? That's okay. Shall we go back and take the other one?
Let's just see.
We'll
We'll go back and take there and then go northeast.
Not yet. I mean, or we could just go north from here and like, check that stuff. I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Like, we'll probably end
Yeah,
up
okay. I'm done with that.
leading us in the same direction. Got that. Okay. Talk to this guy. How are you? We're in Shalom. We've been here before.
Yep.
2 paths over here, 3 paths. That one probably just connects, so we'll take that one.
Yep.
Nothing important here, I don't believe. So we can leave.
If you want.
Did we already square gold for this guy? I think we did.
What did he do for us?
I don't know. He didn't take us to a wizard.
Spare him like 50.
Leave the flute and then leave the flute cap. Alright, so northwest?
Yeah.
Nestle Plains.
It's a very angry looking demon. Yo, he's trying to wreck charge you. You gotta get your shield ready. Get your shield up. Get your shield up. 50? That's good, yeah. He does 90 damage to your shield with one spell.
And I do 99 damage to his strike with my sword.
Fair enough.
Alright, we're in Metsney P1. Or that's probably an L.
Okay.
There are a few ways out of here. What one do we take? I say northwest.
Northwest? Or do you want to follow the...
No, northwest is
Yeah, northwest.
Yeah.
And a bug. And a mushroom.
Go back, you're too young to die. Well, you're too old to come in with food. Oh, that's not teleport.
Oh, your shield's up. Good buff.
Shields at 99%.
And engage works good. Shock him in.
Shock him in. Do we need to come shock him?
We're gonna have to go shock him more.
I'll shock our own.
Anywhere. See, it's in the first house. Should be just. It's the trader hot. Hello, I am pumped. Are you buying or selling?
Buying?
Cookies! Yeah! I like
Nice.
Baker's dozen.
Nice. Nothing else.
What are you selling?
Nothing. I'm just gonna keep everything.
Yeah.
We might need that shit.
Might need cookies. You never know who wants cookies.
We might even need gems at some point, even if this is a great one of these places.
The goddamn ghettos everywhere.
Weapon shop.
How much are your arrows? Yeah.
With
It's $1 arrow.
screw that place. What do you think?
I think it's a temple. Oh, it's the Great Short Inn.
Would you like food? No. Yes.
Yes.
Let's get wasted. Hayrush lives on an island close by. Hayrush Island.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. But don't dare cross Shakamos. Unless what? This is intense. Unless you have great powers and skill.
Music and death. Okay.
Monks have the words.
Okay.
I think you got enough, friend.
You should sleep in an inn because it doesn't restore fatigue.
Screw that. We can't afford it.
Yep.
Oh, these
How much food do we have?
70, and we still have 54 freedoms.
Yeah, we're totally fine.
Let's get out of here. If there's a beggar, we're going to give him cash. So we need that third
Oh,
wizard.
there he is. Yep.
Yeah. 50. Yep. I know.
Let's go be level 3 wizards!
Oh, that's a nice house. I like that roof goes all the way down to the ground.
It's actually just a tent.
Yeah, he built the roof first, and then the walls he put on later. After a long walk through dense forests, we arrive at an opening by a lake. There's a lone hut here, Rias may enter or exit. I'm really tempted to just leave. There's no one but an owl in the room. Woo! Woo! That's an owl? I thought that was a bat or something. Jazeek birds. Now we know what an owl looks like. They look creepy. Luke from the Wizard says, "Hello, Rias. The owl shaper is not best suited for what we must do. Please have a seat. I will now train you in high wizardry." So many days go by as Rias learns from Zilfin.
Oh yeah, we have all the spells.
Meanwhile, in the real world, Dragos is wreaking havoc, but we're just gonna spend a bunch of days up in this mountain lakeside retreat training magic. And we're now level 3 wizard though. So, listen carefully. When you face Lord Dragos, you must fool him and gain possession of the second ring.
Okay.
The elixir of Hay Rush can help you do that. You must use it at the right moment and shift into a new shape. So Hay Rush Island gives us an elixir to fool Dragos.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, then you must give him an order which should not exceed 3 words.
Yeah.
Submit thy ring. Selection of the correct words will gain you the ring. When you find Hayrush, be prepared, for she is very greedy. Well, Hayrush Island, something like that?
Hayrush lives on an island. Which is that island. It's got to be that right there. There's only one island.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I mean, that's it. Let's get out of here.
It's like, I feel like we're taking the endgame and we don't even know anything that's after.
Are we just gonna, skip the dungeon and go straight to
Apparently, we're
we
just
know
gonna,
how to kill him.
go kill...
We're max level.
Hayrush is just a witch. She's just a witch.
Okay, where's from here? Yeah, I don't see any islands. There's no way to access that, is there?
Not before wizardry.
What, there's ways to do stuff? I have to.
I have no idea.
Okay, there's one path I to get to the right.
You gotta go talk to the elves. The elves might know stuff.
Yeah, they're probably in this
They live in Shakamos, but be careful crossing Shakamos unless you're a really powerful wizard.
Which
it so happens I am.
Well, excuse me, but I'm a level 3 wizard. I will have you know.
Means I can cast magic missile 6 times a day. Thank you very much.
Yep. Alright, so I guess we're gonna stop there for now. So,
Wizards.
We finally got some wizard tech, and the whole raid party thing is quite interesting. It doesn't fit the aesthetic of the game at all.
Everything is 2 colors, and then it's every color in the game.
Yeah, it's totally out of place visually as a graphical element. It doesn't fit.
I mean, the sound effects are spot on with the rest of the game.
Yeah, I just want to beep. But I find it interesting. Why did they decide to do that? Why didn't they just
a single flash maybe for a lightning bolt that strikes?
Or because it's a multi-target thing, they could have just had multi-target animations, that hit enemies.
A little stream like your Jazifs,
Like
but from the air down on people.
Yeah, either from the air down or in
out
all
from
directions.
You in all directions, yeah.
That would have been more consistent. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm extraordinarily entertained by the graphics associated with the AoE spells.
Is it all of them though? Because we never tested out.
That's true. We haven't tested the second one yet, but
I can assume so.
Bazap at least is very
colorful,
very fun, and very very surprising to see initially.
It's literally a little techno raid party.
It is an interesting decision that they would do something like that. I mean, I guess just inverting the colors or whatever it is. I mean, they're not exactly inverting them; they're switching between a few different sets. So their color manipulation is, I suppose, a fairly simple way of just doing something, right?
Yep. And I think, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff put into this game from lore development, I want to say. If they had a full team on this, it seems to be very lore heavy. And so if you're a programmer in there and it's you have to do this because of this and all that kind of stuff, and you find the one thing that they aren't specific on, you're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, for sure.
So if they're just oh, we want this spell, it's called Bazap, and it's lightning that strikes all enemies, and they don't specifically tell you to draw lightning bolts hitting people, you're gonna party. Because what else are you gonna do? I mean, you're so bored with all the
I mean, it would have been totally appropriate to just invert the colors on the screen, like it's a flash of light.
Yeah, and then that's
Instead, it's like a massive rave party.
it. It goes through
Like
the
a whole bunch
entire
of
spectrum
beeps,
of
and
light.
it just like changes all these colors.
And it's not even like one beep per enemy. It just keeps going. You can use it on one enemy and still get like 12 beeps out of it.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so it's one of those things that it's interesting. I'll give it that.
How you do it?
You wouldn't see something like that in the game today. Everything's done with an aesthetic choice to it. There's a decision-making process that goes behind those kind of things, making animations and spell effects and what have you.
Yeah. But in this time, it's just kind of like it's almost like they put it there just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really takes away from the game at all. Because I enjoyed it. Like I don't know
totally.
about you.
It was super entertaining.
Immensely enjoyed the nice surprise of just a techno party. Then again, when this game came out, I don't think that was their intended reaction to it.
Yeah.
Because like that whole scene of music, I want to say, wasn't really a thing or hadn't become a thing yet. So for us, we associate it with like the whole techno rave, flashy color lights, the bad wubs, all that kind of stuff. But for them, it could have just been like, "Whoa, this is so cool! Look at all the colors!" Like just almost just a look what I can do. I'm a coder. Like maybe the guy just wanted something neat to put on his resume, so he could be like, "I made that really distinct effect that happened in Wings of Zilfin." Like that was like his marketing thing for himself as an artist, or herself, or whoever did it.
Yeah. So definitely interesting element there. So I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to any of the dungeons today. We're just kind of doing more exploring. That being said, I think we've explored most of Shaka Min. We accomplished getting our sword skill up the rest of the way, getting our wizardry up. So like we got a lot done today, I think, towards progressing towards the end game here.
I think it's just finding out puzzles now.
Yeah, it's really about we got the words, we figured out how to talk to kids. That's super important.
Yeah, I feel there's going to be like a whole side quest now that we have to go do, which isn't too bad now that we can just teleport everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, basically, we can't actually teleport to specific places, but we can just skip roads traveling. So it'll make things a lot quicker. Now, I mean, that's kind of interesting. Like the fact that they would put something like that in the game. Like they're kind of saying like, at least this is the way I feel about it. I kind of feel like, okay, you're a level 2 wizard, so now you have the ability to just skip over all the roads. So they're kind of saying like, you don't need to pick up any mushrooms, you don't need to pick up any flowers, you don't need to talk to any monks. Like I feel like that's kind of what they're implying by putting something like that in the game. Yet, as we know, we're in Samaria, which, based on the power level of the monsters, we assume to be the third level, is like the third zone that you're supposed to visit. And there were monks here that gave us 3 words that we are going to need.
Yeah, they straight up are used to defeat.
Now, of course, we weren't the level 2 wizard at the time, so it worked out for us. We got all the words. But if you had gotten the wizard upgrades as intended, you probably would have just been skipping over the roads. You wouldn't have even talked to the monks to know that you need to get 3 words, which I think is why they gave that innkeeper the dialogue option that tells you the monks know the 3 words.
Yeah.
It wasn't innkeeper, right? Or was it an old man? I don't recall, but
it was an old man, I think.
Someone in a town told us that the monks know 3 words. So I mean, that's like really good foresight, I guess, on the side of the developers there, because they put in this thing, so they assume everyone's just going to be teleporting everywhere after they get to level 2 wizardry, and we weren't, so we kind of screwed up. But
it also seems like they kind of built some of the quests and story and stuff around that too, because there's a lot of like, go here, get this, now bring it over here kind of thing. And like we were fortunate enough to, I'm going to carry this with me because I think I'll need it later on. But if you didn't, or you didn't have enough gold at the time, you'd have to go all the way back, and that walk is massively long. But with level 2 wizard, now you can teleport. So you can kind of see it in the quests. Like, we're in Samaria, but we still haven't wrapped up everything in Begonia. I'm pretty sure we're done Deloria, like we finished that before we even went to Begonia. But there's still this witch, and there's still all this other stuff in, what was it? Zara, I think? Sorry, not the witch, the sorceress. The whole castle, there's the Dark Tower. There's the Demon Rocks, all that kind of stuff that we haven't gone to yet.
Yeah, there's definitely still a lot of stuff we have to do there. But I'm jumping back to the teleport spell there a little bit. Like, one of the most, I would say the two most annoying things in this game, like that are just frustrating as a player. Number one at the top of the list is getting robbed. Like, we talked about this before, and there is nothing more frustrating than you're just playing the game. You're visiting towns, you're exploring stuff, you're talking to people, you're collecting information, you're doing all the kinds of things that you should be doing in an RPG game. And every time you walk out of a building, sometimes rarely in certain towns, other times very frequently in other towns, sometimes not at all.
And the starter towns too.
And the starter towns,
the ones where you're trying to get gold.
The very first town we came to after where we started in the game is one of those towns where you get frequently robbed. And it's super frustrating to just walk out of every building and get robbed. You're leaving the town, you're robbed. You walk into a building, you're robbed. Like, I guess that's not actually.
Yeah.
But every time you walk out of a building, you're getting robbed. You're just trying to collect information. You're just trying to go to the inn.
I'm just trying to be a model citizen.
You're trying to progress through the game, and you keep getting stopped by this annoyance factor, because that's all it is, an annoyance. There's absolutely no reason that they should put in the game. We talked about this already, so I'm not going to say much more about it. I'm going to move on to number 2, the second most annoying thing in the game. And I'm not entirely sure if it's like a graphical glitch or what's going on, but when you're firing arrows at enemies in the air,
and you cannot see anything.
You can't see anything. Like, when you fire an arrow, you don't see where the arrow goes, and you don't see where the enemies are.
Or if it even did damage in the chat thing.
All that seems to happen is the arrow is fired, and the enemies teleport around a bit, and maybe after they've done their teleporting,
someone shoots you.
Maybe one of them is gone, and then okay, I hit something.
Yeah, and then you immediately get shot.
And then they're all attacking you, and you're attacking them, and they're jumping around, and all I can do to get through that is just spam spells, spam arrows into the air, and hope that I kill them eventually, because I will eventually.
Yeah.
Now, with those ones you have to kill to progress through the passes, gotta do it, no other choice. But that brings me around to my second most annoying thing in the game: dragon birds. Dragon birds are super frustrating, partly because of that randomness factor that we dealt with.
They just show up or they don't.
With getting robbed. Every time you rest at night on a path, and when you're walking along a path, sometimes you don't even encounter a nighttime phase.
Yeah.
Other times you encounter 4 nighttime phases on a single path.
And every nighttime you've got a 75% chance of having dragon birds just ruin your night, which makes you slower the next day.
So, being forced to walk slow like that, I kind of don't even think they should have the 3 walk speeds in the first place.
Yeah.
The slowest walk speed, there's no point in doing it. The second slowest walk speed, there's still really no point in doing it. So why not just have the 1 walking speed? Or you could have two walking speeds. 1 regular one, and then obviously they like the dragon bird thing. If you don't get rest, you walk slower. It makes sense. It's a logical mechanic to incorporate, however annoying it may be. But the thing that's annoying, the most annoying thing about it, because if you defeat the dragon birds, then you can rest silently and have a good night.
Yeah.
But because the aerial combat with the dragon birds is so badly done,
you can't kill them.
You cannot reliably kill the dragon birds and count on being able to rest.
And not only that, too, but you can hit 5 out of 6 dragon birds in a wave. If one of them escapes, they come back with 12 more every single time until you kill every single one. Or you suffer basically the entire night and then you're low on health. And so because the aerial combat is so bad that you can't, I want to say reliably kill every single one in the wave, and the fact that even if just one survives, you wasted your time with the aerial combat. You might as well just run.
Yeah, so I mean, you would notice that every single time dragon birds, I would just try and flee as fast as I could. I'm gonna take the hit. I'm gonna walk slow. I'm just gonna try and get out of here because it feels like it's more of a waste of time because I'll most likely be unsuccessful in defeating the dragon birds. So why bother attempting in the first place? Just get away and take a penalty that you're going to get anyway when you fail your FIFA. So that kind of puts you in like a lose-lose situation that just makes you feel bad no matter what. And I mean, that's something you should really never do as a player. And unfortunately, they do there. But now with the teleport spell, we can avoid that. We can avoid being put in that bad situation. So a lot of improvements coming out of that teleport spell, and like the only possible downsides, missing things like monks and mushrooms and stuff. Now, I mean, mushrooms and stuff, I guess that would be a reason to still take roads, right? So I don't really see that as a negative. But I mean, missing information because of them adding a mechanic into the game would be an issue if it weren't for the fact that the only information we've needed so far we've been informed about from other sources outside of the roads that we should go and collect.
To remind us to go back to the roads and talk to them, basically.
So, on the part of the game designers there, they did. I have to commend them on that because they really thought ahead about the implications of putting in a teleport spell and still needing to collect information from the monks along the roads.
I think they did a fantastic job with overall progression in the game, I feel. I mean, yeah, we messed up. We didn't get the level 1 wizard spells right away in Deloria. But, like, taking a look, even with the whole, like, getting robbed thing, the first starting town, like, right off the bat, you get robbed. And you need gold to do basically everything, and your gold's constantly getting taken. Now, there's a level 1 wizard spell that you get called Morton, which takes 25 fatigue, and if you cast it before entering a room, it prevents you from being robbed. So I feel that, yeah, the whole robbing thing is kind of bullshit, like, it really sucks. But with the whole mechanic of fatigue kills you if you don't have fatigue. Like, if your fatigue drops to 0, you die. Because that mechanic's in the game, I feel they're trying to put ways to make the player use their fatigue almost recklessly, or, not sparingly, and then you're going to get put into a situation where you're at, like, oh, I only have 1,000 fatigue, but that's fine, I can still teleport away all day, and then something just hits you for 1,000 fatigue and kills you. Like, I feel that might be a trick that they're trying to, like, get the player to buy into, and then they're going to bite them for it later. Because there seems to be quite a few of those in this game so far. Of just random, like, I want to say, tricks against the player. The goblins being one of them, where you think, oh yeah, the guy on the right always hits harder, and then the guy on the left hits harder. Or the cultists, where the first one has a cone hat and he hits like a truck, and then they don't sometimes, or they do other times. Kind of thing. And so I feel it might have been another, I want to say, trick from the game developers to kind of mess with the player a bit.
Yeah, and I mean, things like that are not necessarily a bad thing to put in the game because they keep things fresh. They mix stuff up. Like, you can't have the player get too complacent because then the game becomes too easy.
And so, I think in that situation, it's really helping to add that level of difficulty to the game. Now, also being said, too, we're on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
Yeah, no problem. So, a lot of our difficulty is straight up coming from the combat. Like, enemies are hitting like trucks, so we needed the money, we needed to get the armor. If we played on the lower difficulty, I think it wouldn't be endurance that's killing us most of the time. I think it would be fatigue. Like, I think enemies would only be hitting for like 10 or 12 or whatever, but, running through the swamp or casting spells or doing different things would be draining our fatigue so much that Dragonbirds at night would screw you up because you don't get that extra rest. And they even have systems like the matches. I mean, we can't figure out how to use the damn matches, but they say at the start, if you use matches while you rest, it drastically improves, basically, your sleep for the night. Which leads me to believe that instead of getting like 10 fatigue from a restful sleep, you get like 50 or 60, which is enough to cast your other spells for the day. So it seems almost like a clever design, but at the same time, not really that clever. Like, I don't know. It seems like they were trying to do this really cool thing with the sword, like you can either go melee or magic or use both kind of thing. But you can kind of just use one over the other and be totally fine. I mean, magic's vastly superior now that we know with the teleport and all that kind of stuff.
And Bazaar.
And Bazaar.
Rave Party.
The Rave Party. But, like, even if you just take a look at the fatigue things, like, could you imagine every time you tried to swing your sword, you lost, say, 5 fatigue right at the start of the game? or 20 fatigue midway through, or 40 fatigue towards the end of the game. Because Fagtar does 99 damage, but it takes 40 fatigue. That's as much damage as our sword that we've gone through the stupid walk here, talk to that guy, get pretty powder, all that crazy stuff to be able to swing our sword and hit that much damage, and we can still miss. That hits reliably every time, but it takes 40 fatigue. So we don't really rely on our spells, so we have a surplus of like 3,000, 4,000 fatigue at all times. So for us, the cool utility stuff like teleporting and even like the Wharton thing wouldn't be that bad. And like the shield, it's like, what else am I going to use my fatigue for other than instead of taking health damage, I'll just take a little bit of fatigue damage by casting the shield spell. Whereas other players who go through the game, instead of using the sword skill, if they picked up wizardry right at the start, they might be struggling to balance their fatigue levels.
Yeah. So they'd be much more reliant on magic than we would.
Yep. Whereas we're just having fun with it now that we've discovered it.
Yeah, we should have swords to stab it.
Yeah, we learned to rely without that, or rely on other means.
Even
other
though we
than
are
magic,
level 3 now, we could go around
and just Fagtar everything and be totally fine.
Yeah.
Or Parthol, which is a better version of Bazette.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably try out Parthol and see if it's like extra rabies.
We'll see if it's a really cool Bazette. But if it is, you might see it a lot fighting goblins.
Yeah,
just
because
for
when
fun.
4 goblins pop up, we're going to AoE the crap out of them.
Yeah, that's still more damage than using a sword.
For sure.
99 or 30 times 4, it's still better. It's more DPS.
Alright, so that's going to be it for today. Unless you have anything else to add?
No, I'm good. I'm excited for next week. I want to see if we can actually maybe wrap stuff up in Begonia. It's my goal for next week.
I'm super excited to get to these dungeons because, like, I was really hoping to get to a dungeon today, but like, we have no idea how to get into Demian Rocks.
It's one of these hundreds of random scribbles on this back of this page.
Yeah, we have like 486 magic words, so we're gonna go out there and like,
it literally,
we're gonna spend a lot of time typing.
A ridiculous
next
amount.
week.
Like the back of our map is literally filled with just random screamings from every monk on the side of every road.
Monk, every wizard, every crazy old man,
every halfling, every dwarf, and now kids. Kids are going to be talking to me now. So now I start going to make a section over here for like random kid speak.
But anyway, this has been Dawson and Mabel playing Rings of Zilfin. I have been Soulfire.
And I'm Shmoka.
And we will see you all next week, next time.
Maybe
get some dungeons.
Hopefully.